Hey guys, welcome to my channel Dnutty Grains. This chocolate cake is super soft, light, airy and super easy to make. We'll start with preparing our cake pan. Rub a little butter on the sides so the cake doesn't stick to the sides and can be easily pulled out. Then for the base, pull out a sheet of parchment paper. Since I'm using a round pan, so to cut it into a round shape, fold the paper into half a few times until it looks like a cone and can't be folded further. Now to measure the size to be cut out, turn the pan upside down and put the pointed side of the parchment paper at the center point of the pan. Then cut out the extra paper on the sides like this. Voila! We have the circular shaped paper to sit perfectly onto our pan space. Before we start preparing our batter, let's put the oven to preheat at 180 degrees Celsius with both the rods on. Now take a large bowl, add 2 eggs. The eggs should be at room temperature. Add 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract or essence, 75 grams of powdered sugar. Now in order to get a fluffy and airy cake, we must beat the mixture for 5 minutes. So I'm setting my kitchen timer to 5 minutes before starting to beat on medium speed. With 1 minute remaining, increase the speed to high. After 5 minutes of beating, the egg mixture has now become airy, so we will get rid of the hand mixer and combine the rest of the ingredients using a spatula. This will ensure that we do not lose out on the air bubbles that we've created. Add 75 grams of melted butter or oil. This is just about a teaspoon or 2 more than 1/3 cup. The butter or oil will sink to the bottom of the bowl, so combine with the spatula using cut and fold method, bringing the butter up to mix well with the egg mixture. Now let's sieve in our dry ingredients. Take 75 grams of gluten-free all-purpose flour. This is my homemade flour mix. Recipe link is on the top right and also in the description box. Add 12 grams of gluten-free corn flour, also known as cornstarch in some places. 12 grams of gluten-free cocoa powder. I'm using Hershey's cocoa powder. Half teaspoon of gluten-free baking powder. 1/8 teaspoon of baking soda. A pinch of salt. Start to combine these gently with the egg mixture with your spatula using cut and fold method, again lifting the flour mix from the bottom of the bowl and combining gently. Once you no longer see any dry flour, the batter is ready. Transfer the batter to the cake pan that we prepared earlier. Tap the pan on the work surface about 10 to 15 times to get rid of air bubbles on the top so the cake doesn't dome and comes out with a flat top. Bake it in the oven at 180 degrees Celsius for about 20 minutes or until the toothpick comes out clean. Always ensure that you do the toothpick test before switching off the oven and taking the cake out. If the toothpick comes out clean, the cake is done. Else bake it for a few more minutes. Now this is done, so we'll switch off the oven and let the cake sit inside for 10 minutes with the door partially open. After 10 minutes, to ensure that the cake is not stuck to the sides of the pan, we will slide the knife around the sides. Transfer the cake to a wire rack to cool down completely before slicing it. I waited for an hour and the cake is now cooled down. So let's slice and taste it quickly. Look at the texture, it's amazing, chocolatey, moist, light and airy. Do try this recipe and share your feedback, and do not forget to subscribe. Bye!